King Jr., or MLK, was one of the, if not the most influential civil rights activists that affected today as we know it. I believe that MLK and his I Had a Dream speech had an extremely enormous impact on the world today because they fought for equality and civil rights, as well as being the main reason that everyone has equal rights in America. MLK became such an influential person because of the segregation that affected him and led to his fame in civil rights. Also, the steps they took to completely get rid of segregation. Also, his speech was articulated as well as the speech itself and why it should be studied in public speaking. In the early 1900s, African Americans such as MLK were under this system enforced by the government labeled as segregation, which is where people of color and white people were separated for nearly everything. This injustice in America made many people frustrated because of the government's unjust treatment of African Americans, such as hitting them with batons in the street, using fire hoses to spray them, and combining with many other things, made African Americans fear both the police as well as just walking down the street. So, because of this injustice, Martin Luther King became a civil rights activist and gained enough following to present his famous I Have a Dream speech to all of America during the March on Washington. All of the unfair treatment of African American people in America led to Martin Luther King being incredibly angry, but Martin Luther King was highly intelligent and a smart man, so he tried to right the wrongs in America with peaceful protests as well as his knowledge of the law. Unfortunately, he didn't have much luck taking things into court because he was not even allowed to be in the same courthouse as the white people. So, with this knowledge, he went on to make his famous speech that led to the abolition of segregation. Martin Luther King's purpose for the speech was to get rid of segregation as well as extend the reaches of equal rights to people of all colors. Martin Luther King defends his point of view not with documents, but with the personal stories and first-hand experiences that he had. I chose this speech because I was familiar with the speech, as well as I think that our world as an American would be drastically different if we did not have Martin Luther King in it. Because with Martin Luther King, or his oh-so-important speech, we could possibly still be segregated today, and personally, it is a world I would hate to live in. It is an important speech because it changed America and it caused certain people's whole outlook on life to shift astronomically for the better. I think when your speech or the words you say change society as a whole, that what you said or wrote down is especially important, just like Martin Luther King's. The influence that Martin Luther King had on America because of his speech and his knack for civil rights activity shaped America as it is today. I learned by doing this project that speeches have many powerful uses, and if they are used correctly, for example, Martin Luther King Jr.'s speeches can change the nation.